Hello. Bam. How's it going, everybody? Thank you so much for your patience. The ads ended about a minute ago. I thought I'd have time to do the things I needed to do before the ads were over. I was incorrect. Are we? Are we? I don't know if we are. Hi. Welcome on in, everybody. Hope you guys had a fantastic time in the last 20 hours since I've been live. We're back. We're playing more of this. Looking forward to it. It's gonna be a real positive experience. I did make a promise. First thing we were gonna do was draw a watch roll from memory. However, I don't know if Rootbeer's here, and Rootbeer was the one that that redeemed it. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna hold off until Rootbeer's here. At least like an hour. We're at the end of Act 1. Finally hit level 5. Let's go. That's what she does. That's her primary character trait. But we'll give it about an hour. If Rootbeer's not back by then I'll just do it without him, and he can see it some other time in his life. It's time to level up some. So our new level cap is like 22 right now. It says 27 over there. That's the level cap after Misty, or for Misty. I mean, if Yankee plural, not just lays out. Yeah, it's pretty consistent across all of them in every clip that I see. So we're on level cap 22 until after the rival battle, I believe. The rival battle after Rock Tunnel. So we're gonna juice just a little bit. Mega Drain. Bouquet. Oh, Mega Drain 60 power in this, huh? Ooh, that's pretty cool. Oh, damn. Yeah, I think that's better. We'll just switch Wilma over to Modest instead of Adamant. Fury Swipes. We'll probably pass on. It's 100 accuracy in this game. I'm gonna drop Plain Ice instead then. Water Pulse, always good to know. Acid Spray, which one is that? 40 power, same as Acid. Oh, it's the same thing as Acid, but it actually lowers the correct stat. Yeah, you know what? That's super worth. Leech Seed, love to see it. Do I want to keep Growth around, though? Is the thing. I think for right now, I'm gonna not have Leech Seed. Just on the off chance that that using growth is worth it. When we get to Cerulean, we will have access to a move relearner. So I think for now, I'm going to pass on Leech Seed. There we go. There's our better poison type move I was hoping for. Sludge is what, 65 power? Yeah. And then let's see if delaying Steven's evolution is worth it. So Mudkip gets Bide at level 17. Mudsport at 20, Rock Slide at 25, or Marshtomp. Ooh, Marshtomp gets Ice Punch at 22. Hey, what was it that it got it? It also gets Bulldoze. Mudshot. Yeah, we'd be missing out on Bulldoze and Mudshot in order to get Rock Slide at 25. I think I'm okay with missing out on Rock Slide right now. Because I've got Rock Tomb. Rock Tomb is 60 power and it has 100 accuracy in this game, so I'm not missing out on too much. And I'll still get Rock Slide at level 28, which is going to be after the Misty split, but that's not a super huge deal. I'm already getting Ice Punch at 22, and I think that's really good. So, yeah, we'll just go with normal evolution for Marshtomp. Fought a bunch of monsters that responded to your magic missile by turning into panthers. What? Look at... I mean, that sounds cool. I'll assume you came out successful. Bulldoze. Hits all Pokemon in battle by stomping, lowers the speed of those hit, which is pretty good. I think I'm gonna drop Body Slam in favor of more type coverage. And we're also learning... no, never mind. I don't want Bide. Okay, I've got Headbutt on Rochelle. Absolutely dropping Tackle for that. Oh, because they're allergic to magic. There's a lore reason? I thought it was just now that they're like aggroed, they're going to become panthers and attack. When does Rochelle evolve? Is it like in the 20s? Knackley evolves at 23. Okay. So right after the rival battle, I'll be able to evolve into a Knackle stack, which, what a name. Okay. And then Tentacool evolves at 28. That sucks. Oh, having a Tentacruel for Misty would have been amazing, actually. First contestant is streamer Drac. Oh no. What? Let's see. Cubchoo, that's not until like the 30s, right? Yeah, 36. Okay, so most of this team ain't evolving for a hot minute. What I do have access to, however... Hi, Richter. The first out-of-context Drac clip? Oh, no. We do get access to Gyarados. which is pretty good. All right. I'm sorry, that didn't even get me a little bit this time. I couldn't even pretend that it got me. Thanks for the 50 bits. I'm so sorry that you got nothing. Now, quick check. I'm 99% sure that there's no reason to delay this evolution. You get Flail at 30? I have to wait until 30? It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna be fully healed before most fights anyways. And without a calculator, setting up for Flail strats is just not worth it. Ooh, you get... Ooh. If I can hold on to my Gyarados all game, at level 73, Gyarados learns Dragon Dance. That's pretty huge. Yeah, Magikarp evolves at 20, but if you delay the evolution until 30, you can have a Flail Gyarados, which is really scary good if you can properly set that up, or like start a battle at 1 HP, because that's like a 200-something power move. Why not teach it Waterfall and Rain Dance? Well, I'll have Waterfall on it because that's just really good stab. Rain Dance though would waste a turn for a Pokemon that's otherwise not super bulky. So if I'm gonna be doing rain strats, I'm gonna want something with Drizzle or something bulkier set up the Rain Dance and then let Gyarados come in and sweep. A bite. Dum 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 dum. Got a Gyarados in your Cobblemon world? What is Cobblemon? Is that like another one of those Pokemon Minecraft thingies? Pursuit is not good. I'll never know when someone's switching. It's not optimal at all. Bite, Ice Fang, Rain Dance, and Waterfall. It's almost there. Just swap out Rain Dance for Earthquake, and you've got the Dragonite, or the Gyarados set. Because Pixelmon shit itself. Oh, damn. Alright, is Beedrill gonna learn anything more cool as we go here, or did we kind of cap out at Cross Poison? Yeah, we kind of capped out for a long time. I mean, if I take this shit all the way to level 100, which we never will with the level caps, we get Mega Horn at level 100, which is kind of cool. Lots of TMs as well. Like I could teach Beatrice Roost if I want. Fell Stinger at 44. That's fun for Mega Beedrill strats. Waterfall, Earthquake, Ice Fang, and Dragon Dance. Gyarados, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think Gyarados normally learns Dragon Dance. I think that's mainly a ROM hack thing, unless I'm crazy and I just have no idea what's going on. It does? Okay. Yeah, because I usually have Crunch, Waterfall, Ice Fang, and Earthquake. And I don't normally have Dragon Dance on it, but Dragon Dance does make a lot of sense for Gyarados, and it's always really good to have, so Gen 4 Gyarados gets Dragon Dance at 44? I'm a mess. I have no idea what's going on. So Beatrice's moveset is basically set for the next, like, 30 levels. Cross Poison, Bug Bite, Roost, and Harden. But Harden will get swapped out when I have TMs that mean something. And in fact, I do have some TMs that I can offer. Thief is an option. 60 power dark type move to slap onto Beedrill. That's not terrible. Electro Web is a specially offensive move, but it lowers speed. But I don't think that's super worth. I do like the idea of teaching Thief to Beatrice, though, just to give some nice dark type move coverage. Cool. All right, so this is the team that I'm gonna kind of cook with for a while. We'll see how it goes. The level cap right now is 22, and that is a hard cap. And honestly, I could just level up to 22 and just be fine with everything. But no. So we'll go Adamant. Let's see what natures we've got right now. I think for Steven, I'm honestly just gonna go with a neutral nature. Attack and special attack are pretty close. Having options to both of those stabs is good, and I don't want to reduce one defense type. So let's go Steven to a neutral nature. And then Rochelle. You have that. I'm gonna go plus defense minus special attack on Rochelle instead of minus special defense. So that's an impish nature. And then for Ross, Beatrice is already adamant. I'm cool with keeping it as adamant. Wilma, change you to modest. And then for you, I'm gonna go plus special defense, minus attack, so column nature. Just to have a nice special bulk option. So neutral nature, adamant, adamant. Nice bulky. Nice bulky. Cool. All right, and then we're gonna cook with this for a while. And then for those who didn't see on the Discord, I am going to be aiming for a shorter stream tonight. And full transparency, the reason why, I've got D&D coming up on Friday for the game that I'm running, and I just haven't been in a space to work on that a whole lot. And to add on top of that, the session that's coming up is going to be a very prep heavy session for me. So I need to have the time to work on that. So full disclosure, that's why. But it'll probably be a shorter stream tonight. All right, what are you giving me? A Dynamax band. Wow. So now I guess we've got Dynamaxing to think about. Yikes. Throw one of them things into a Pokemon den to attract a wild Dynamax Pokemon. Cool. Alright, let's go to my item list because sure do love being able to track this nonsense. So Route 3, yeah, we can get an Oranberry, a Teleport TM, and then a Thunderstone and a Grassy Patch. Of course. Alright, so we got ourselves a Bug Catcher. I'm gonna go in with Rochelle. Or rather, I think Steven. They both have rock type moves. Steven's just a little bit stronger, I think. Hello, Dottler. I wish Orbeetle, Dottler's evolve form, was just a little bit better. It's one of the only, whatchamacallit, it's one of the only, oh, you have Detect, interesting, Trick Room options that Bug has. And when Gen 9 came out, there was a brief period of time where I wanted to put together a Trick Room Bug mono doubles team. But the only problem is there's only like 7 or 6 viable bug type Pokemon in Gen 9. Especially when you consider it from a doubles perspective. So you're really limited on what you can put together. Okay, so that's where the Oranberry is. It's honestly not super worth it. Let's see. I don't know what to do for you because I don't remember what you have. I'm gonna lead. I'm just gonna go with Lewis. And if I need to switch out in case of an electric type Pokemon, then I've got options for that. Oh wow! Behold, the electric type Pokemon. That's all right. We'll get that in Tim on the way out. We love to see it. And then we'll go to you because you're part ground. And I'll go with Bulldoze. Easy. Flababa. Should just be able to brine and move on, I guess. Oh no, protected from critical hits. Good thing I don't need a critical hit to 2-hit KO you. Easy. And we've got ourselves a buggy boy. Steven just kind of killing it out here. All right. So, fun little exciting update in my life. So, as some of you may know, I've seen notifications and what's not. Is I don't have a job right now. I've been in the works of trying to get another one, and it looks like things are going my way. Hey, welcome back. I have had an interview a couple days ago or so for a nice little job, and then I have a second interview for that job scheduled on this upcoming Monday, and Gramian has been super great with referring me for that job and being able to kind of keep an eye out for my application and such, and things are looking really, really good. So fingers crossed that I don't bomb the next interview, which I don't really have any worries about. And then we should be good to go by like mid-April. So, yeah. All right, my Infinite Repel has been enabled. Here's the teleport TM. I don't know. Let's take a look at the encounters here. Let's see what we got. So after Forest expansion. What the hell is that? Oh, makes no sense. Anyway, Diglett Cave, Peter City, Route 3. That's where I'm at. Daytime or nighttime, it looks very similar. Fletchling, Ekans, Spearow, Nidoran. Male during the day, female during the night. Nickit, Shroomish in day, Skiddo at night. Baneri in the daytime, Shroodle in the nighttime. We have Litleo, Stunky in the day, Glameow at night, and then Jigglypuff, and then Alolan Meowth are the Route 3 options. None of those really scream to me, except for Fletchling, just to be able to get, first of all, a flying type, and second of all, a fire type, because we don't have either of those really right now. We've got Gyarados, but, you know. So either of those would be good. We've also got Mount Moon coming up, and I'm excited to see what comes of that, because there's all those different floors that we get to consider. Honestly, I think for Mount Moon, I'm just going to go with a floor 1 encounter and try to get either Geodude or Zubat. So there's that. Those are some options. I'm going to try to not fight this person if that's a possibility. Is Geodude good in this game? Geodude is honestly always pretty good. He's just a very bulky Pokemon, and being part ground doesn't hurt. What the hell is that? Oh, there's a raid dungeon here. Okay. Well, is there anything good in the raid den here? Okay, and this hack can be able to, I don't even know how these work, so just, I don't know. I didn't do raids. Blah, blah, blah. You encounter different Pokemon depending on the raid den. If the raid den is active, Pokemon inside might change every hour. However, after battling the Pokemon inside, even if you lose, the den will be deactivated. Dens regenerate after you throw a wishing piece inside. Difficulties based on the amount of stars. That tracks. Number of stars the raid den can have depending on your badge count. We've got 1 badge, so it's going to be a 1 star. On Route 3, it has a chance of being a Galarian Meowth, Fletchling, Nidoran male, Capsakid, and Tandemouse. Now, Tandemouse would be cool, just because that's a fun Pokemon. Do raid dens count as separate encounters? Raid dens... Oh, you know what? That's a good question. I feel like they would not. It depends entirely on a Pokemon summary page. And I believe if I catch a Pokemon from the raid den, it'll be listed as the route that the raid den was on. Because that's what that goes off of. Because otherwise I'd be getting 2 different encounters from the same route. So I guess the way that we could consider it is we can look at it and see if we want it. And if so, we'll try for it. And that'll be our encounter. And if not, we can go and try for a wild grass encounter. Maybe? I don't know. What do you guys think of that? As a possibility. Oh, Thunderstone. Nice. But to be honest, I'm not super thrilled with many of those options. I think I'd rather just roll in the grass and try to get a Fletchling there. But there's so many different Pokemon options, who knows what it's going to be. Alright, so how about this? We can look at the raid den, decide if we want to. If we go into the fight, then that is our encounter, whether we get it or not. If we look at it, decide we don't want it, we can exit out and then roll an encounter in the grass. Those are the rules that I'm gonna go with because I think that's interesting. It is Tandem Mouse. Ooh. Recommended level is 30. I'm not level 30. Oh no. That seems really difficult. How do these battles even work? Let me see something. Let's see. See, I'm reading. Okay. I don't think going for this is a smart idea. Because I am not level 30. Yes, I have. I have seen that Lancer. I feel like if I go into this, I'm gonna just end up losing a lot of Pokemon. I do not have a good Pokemon for this, I don't think. Because I also have no idea what kind of moves this thing is gonna have. Let me see. One last thing. Let's see. Thank you for your patience as I'm doing some reading. Alright. I don't have a whole lot of information. To be honest, this feels like more risk than it's worth. I don't know how strong that level 30 recommendation is. And I really don't want to risk it. So I think I'm just going to take a regular encounter. And just not throw this away. And let's hope that it's fletchling. That'd be cool. What time of day do I need to be for fletchling? Doesn't matter. So in that case, do I want daytime or nighttime? I think I want daytime. I think most of the nighttime versus daytime variants, I think I'm leaning more towards the daytime ones. How do raid den battles even work for Nuzlocks? The way I want to roll it, I think what makes sense to me, is I can always check it, and if I want it, I can. If I want it and I try for it, then that is my encounter. If it works, cool. If I lose, then I don't. Battle-wise, I don't know. I have no idea. Lancer, what are you doing? Why did you time out Desert P for 99,999 seconds? Who even is that? Why? Why did you do that? I'm so this feels like mod abuse. What's happening? Who would never come here intentionally? What? I don't know, man. Yeah, he's gonna try to pop into the stream and then realize that he just can't. What do I have for Pokeballs? 16 Pokeballs, 2 Premier Balls. That's not bad. You wanted to time someone out, but like no one in chat is being bad, so you just tend to have some guy who's never gonna show up. See, I don't know about that choice from a professional standpoint. Alright, we get Ekans. Not what I wanted. Is it at least Intimidate? It's not even Intimidate. This sucks. I wanted Fletchling. I feel like I should be able to Mega Drain this. It's 8 levels below, but this is not very effective. Oof, that scared me, actually. Alright, so I have a lot of poison types right now, and I'm not a huge fan of that fact. I really wanted that Fletchling. Alright, I need a regular human name for Ekans. Mia. Jeremia. That wasn't on purpose. We'll just put them together. It's Jeremia. Oh, Jeremiah was a bullfrog, not a snake. Brilliant. When we find a frog Pokemon and we catch it, we're naming it Jeremiah, so we have to hold off on that. Miranda? I am down for Miranda. We'll go Miranda. Hello, Straylight. It may or may not be your boss's name. Well, now it's my Pokemon. There can only be one. Okay. Wait, Route 4? Oh, this is Route 3. Route 4? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's valid. Let's see. So Route 4, I can get a Pidove. Spellsprout or Oddish, another freaking poison type. We do have some option for electric types. Some ghost types as well. 1% chance for Yanma and Rookidee. That's kind of cool. Yeah. I wish I had an actual choice in the matter. Could also end up with Tandemaus, is a possibility. All right, I think let's keep it daytime. Let's try for an encounter here, and we'll see what comes up. A water stone, very cool. Do we do a gym fight today? No. All right, we got our bird. So let's take a look at Pidove and see what Pidove's got going on here. So Pidove can have Frisk or Super Luck. We end up with Frisk, which is whatever. I'll always know what a person is holding, so it's whatever. Ow! That's so loud. Thanks for the 50 bits. They're not jump scaring me today, unfortunately. I know that's kind of the intended outcome. This is a female. Wait, what? What the heck? Hold on, hold on. Why is female Unpheasant literally just weaker, just completely objectively weaker than male Unpheasant? Male Unpheasant has 115 attack and 108 speed. Female Unpheasant has 105 attack, so minus 10, and then 93 speed, so minus 15 speed. And then special attack, special defense, and HP are all the same. So they just chopped 25 base stats off of female Unpheasant just because they can. Is that vanilla? Is that how it is? No. No, it's not. That's weird. Why is that the case? What? Why is that the case? They're the same. They're the same, except for the stats are just worse. What the heck? I'm so dude, my flabbers are gasted. You spilled Gatorade on your pants? I know, I'm so upset about this too. Sorry about your pants. But I'm just... What the heck? Alright, well at least there is a gender changer at the Pokemon Center, so I can make this a female, this a male Pidove. But like, that's still weird. So weird. All right, anyway, we got a Pidove. I need a regular human name for Pidove. I will be gender changing this. Leonardo. Franklin. When I think of the name Franklin, I can only think of like a turtle. Oh, Turtle Dove. Oh my god. Okay, never mind. I'm all about it. Cool, we did it. That's Franklin. Let's take a look at Franklin and also make a man out of you. Leonardo's the same joke. Okay. It was a Ninja Turtle thing. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, we're cooking. 26 attack, 31 speed? That's kind of bonkers. Franklin's not fucking around. Ekans is kind of fucking around. It's got shed skin. Oh, it has a hidden ability of corrosion. That's kind of cool. Arbok is Poison Dark. Ooh. All of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are blue, except for 3 of them. You're goddamn right. Alright. So, being Poison Dark is fun. For IVs... I mean, it's kind of meh. Having only 1 attack IV sucks. Defensively, it's pretty good. If this thing had Intimidate, that'd actually be pretty solid. Arbok being Dark Poison is something you fuck with? I agree. I agree 100%. So, I'm cool with that. I think that's fun. And you're telling me move isn't an option? Oh, God. Oh, because I went literally into withdraw Pokemon, not move Pokemon. I'm dumb. This is my fault. Let's see. I do kind of want Pidove on my team. We can swap Beatrice. Poison Dragon, Scale Shot, Arbok once again dashed. There's another ROM hack. The other one that I was considering, aside from this one, was Vintage White. Vintage White makes Arbok a Poison Dragon type. It also makes Kingler a Water Steel type, which is really good typing, combined with how it can get Shell Armor. Incredible. It also makes Electrode busted. Like, it boosts its special attack a pretty solid amount. Alright. You can swap the gender of a Snorunt, Ralts, Curlia, Sandit, Burmy, Combi, Esper, Basculin, or Lechonk. No! I can't! No! Franklin's gonna suck for no reason? What do you mean? What? What the heck? Oh, okay, okay. It's an error in the dex. It's because it was updated to give Unpheasant better stats, and they only updated one Unpheasant, and forgot to go and update the other entry. So Unpheasant's fine. Thank goodness. Oh man. That's funny. All right, let's go back to Unpheasant, or let's go back to Pidove and see if there's a reason to evolve this late. It evolves at level 16. Does not look like it. Does get Slash at 22. Otherwise, it would get Slash at 23. So it would have access to the better stab move one level earlier, which would allow it to be within the current level cap. So that is actually super worth it. This is why we always check, friends. Attacks with like stealth and being scary. Yeah, it's got that big spooky face thing on the front. Cool. So we're gonna cancel this evolution, and we're gonna be doing this for a while. Okay, I do want Roost. I have the TM for it, but I might as well teach it here. I mean, if you only take into account the way that it looks, it should absolutely be a dart. Okay. By that logic, Palkia should be a psychic type? No, because never mind. I was gonna say flow of time, and then I remembered. I was too quick. I was too quick with it. All right, now we let Franklin evolve. And I'm curious. Luxray is part dark. Luxray is part dark in this game. Yeah, so then why is Palkia water type? Steel is solid because time is immovable, right? Water, liquid, and then ghost is gas. That's interesting. There's a couple other things that I found here in the googly doos. So like Palkia has the pearl. Pearls are found in water. And also blah 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 blah. I don't know. It says the fluidity and volume of space, which I don't know if that means goddamn anything actually when I actually read it and think about it. I don't know, man. I guess that makes sense though. All of those things together. Anyway, I don't know. All right, cool. So we got Franklin. Franklin's kind of killing it. Having Slash is pretty huge on Franklin. That's just a really strong stab. Let's see. So we've got the two we got the two flying types here. Weakness there is electric and rock. Electric is covered by both Ross and Steven and Wilma. Rock type, I don't have too much coverage for. Steven is part ground. I know. Luxray being part dark. It makes perfect sense if you ignore most of the facts. Okay. Yeah, I think this team is fine. I don't think I have too much to worry about in terms of electric type attacks because I have Steven and Ross and Wilma, and so we're good there. So I think we're all right. And we got good type coverage. Franklin is also just going to be really strong. And then it's a hard cap, so I cannot over level unless I want to fight 100 things. Not even 100 things. Let me see. Franklin needs to have... what the hell does that mean? 327 remaining. Okay, so 1248. I have to fight 1,248 Pokemon in order for Franklin to level up and be over cap. Oh no. Cool. Let's take a look at Empty Moon encounters. So, for Empty Moon, sorry, Mount Moon, Wish Luxray was normal electric, because Stab Guts boosted Facade from a base 120 attack sounds lovely. Yeah, I don't know. I'm fine with him being just like pure electric. I think that makes the most sense. I do think Luxray needs better moves, though. Alright, let's see. So for Mount Moon... if we go on the first floor, we'll have the chance for a few different fighting types. With, like, Tyrogue, Makuhita, Timber. We can also get Zubat. B1F, I'm probably just gonna ignore flat out. Well, there's some fire types there, but not super good ones, except for Torkoal. Torkoal ain't bad. Most of the other ones are part rock, and I don't want more rock types. So I think floor 1 is really solid. Floor B2F does have some really cool stuff here, though. I could get... there's Varoom and Zubat, so I can get a steel type. Pawniard, also a steel type, and a dark type. Cranidos is available here. Drillbur. Let's see. Do we have other opportunities for fighting types in the future? Like soon in the future? Oh my god, we have the chance for a Charcadet? That's cool. That's a Gen 9 Pokemon that's, I've heard, really good. Yeah, not a lot of fighting type possibilities. There is 10% chance for Pineco on Route 25, guys. Getting a Fortress would be actually insane. Yeah, there is not a lot of fighting type options for a long time. Yikes. Do I have to go for it then? Is it just daytime floor 1? See what we get? Doesn't get Firaga until level 71. I mean, we would get it in time for the last 3 gyms, or last 2 gyms and Elite Four. So... Yeah, let's go for first floor. We'll just grab what we grab. It is going to be a Geodude. We've got ourselves a ground type. Okay. I used to know, but I do not remember. Marv, that's right. I remember. Now I do. I remember Marv from the Fire Red / Leaf Green trash lock that we did. So we do have Marv as an option. What else are we thinking? Let's have some options. What are we naming this Geodude? Clayton. Clayton's not bad. And it's a name we don't get very often. Pedro, that's also an option. There's a small bug in this room. Like a fruit fly or something. Oop. I seen it. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce that name. Is it Vincenzo? Feels like... That feels like an Italian name. Rocco. Rocco's just a rock. Italian, Roman, Latin origin. It's Italian form of Vincent. Oh, that makes sense. Meaning to conquer or to overcome. You know what, Vincenzo? That sounds dope. Oh, it's okay. It's frequently shortened to the name, to the nickname Enzo. I've heard Enzo. I'm going with Vincenzo. Oh no, we can't. We can't. Oh no, we can. We can. I was I was adding syllables. Really fuck with Montgomery? Montgomery is pretty solid, and it's got your blessing because you were the person I was gonna use the nickname for, so. I'm also a Montgomery. Oops. The spelling is hard. Montgomery. Cool. Infinite repel. Make sure I don't touch anything. Bullet seed. Vanilla. Vanilla location. Paralyze heal. Also vanilla location, I think. All right, let's take a look at that Geodude. I'd love to have a really good Geodude. It was, yep. The TM that was in Mount Moon was Water Gun. Let's see what we've got. Damn. Defense is good. Attack is fine. Everything else is trash. I would have loved some more HP on there, but I can't complain too much with 29 defense. All right, well, with that in mind, let's go ahead and move on. One thing I do need to consider is that at the end of Mount Moon, there are 2 bosses we have to fight. We have Super Nerd Miguel, so the nerd that you fight for the fossils, and then there's a surprise one that happens after. So I'm going to want to prepare for these. And that'll help decide what team we bring into the mountain. So we have Super Nerd Miguel is a double battle. Yikes. So leading with a Thwacky and a Voltorb. I really wish I had a fire type. That would be pretty huge here, I'm not gonna lie. All right, so what's the plan then? Wow, that's really nasty. All right, so Miguel leads. It's a double battle. I sure did pick a random 3. It felt right for our first time playing through. Okay, so we've got Thwacky and Voltorb, Hisuian Voltorb. So that's going to be... You know what I should do? I need to find out if I still have the program to edit this layout. Because if I could take this layout and change it up a little bit to include like an optional one that has a space to put like the team that we're planning for, to like display both of those. You can see the game, see the display for the team we're planning for. I think that would be a pretty valuable choice. We don't have that right now, and it's fine. So we've got Thwacky and Voltorb Hisuian as the leads. Then we have a Bibarel and a Sableye in the back. So I think if we lead with Steven will bait kills from both Thwacky and Voltorb. With Magical Leaf and Razor Leaf, both of those are going to bait kills against Steven. I can swap Steven out for something. Like Ross. Ross coming in would be pretty huge to protect against both of those grass type attacks. And then bring something that can kill those mons. My worry is Voltorb is also part electric. So I can't just bring a flying type and be fine. I do have the ice type. So we will have Cubchoo. Thanks, Lancer. I think we can drop Execute. Because we have Cubchoo. Cubchoo could definitely get some kills. And in fact, hold on. Icy Wind, that hits both, right? I'm pretty sure Icy Wind hits both. So we can do that to lower speed and then clean up. Right? Icy Wind hits both. Like 95% sure. Yeah. So Icy Wind would do really good damage and also slow down the opposing team. And then depending on the damage there, I can either Icy Wind again, or do other things. But we've definitely got options, because I'll have my poison type in. With Roselia, I'll have Braxton out for Icy Winds. Bibarel has Simple, so I can shoot Bibarel down with Gyarados, because I just trade in... I just swap in Gyarados and drop that attack stat by 2 stages. Sableye has Will-O-Wisp. I don't have any fairy types to deal with that in particular. It's got Prankster, Will-O-Wisp. It also has Foul Play, Recover. I'm not overly worried about the Sableye, to be honest. I think I've got enough to deal with that Sableye to where I don't have to worry too much. So I think we're okay. With this team, I think we're fine against Miguel. And then... after Miguel, we actually have a Team Rocket admin fight against Archer, who leads with a Glimmet, a Houndour, and then has a Houndour and a Mightyena. Ew. None of them have Intimidate, so that's nice at least. That Mightyena looks scary. It's got Strong Jaw for its ability, and it's got Bite, Ice Fang, and Fire Fang, and Howl. So all of those are pretty nasty. We do not have a fighting type to be able to easily break through those. We've got... hold on. Config. Customize. There. Cool. Doesn't have a Decidueye. Having a Decidueye would be stupid broken right now. Don't wish that on me. Let's see. An under-leveled Decidueye? I think still base stats would still make it pretty strong. Decadooey. Right, of course, of course. Silly me. Okay, so for Archer... it's got Ancient Power, Venoshock, Mudshot, Protect. It is a rock poison type, but it does have a Shuca Berry, or a Shuca Berry, however it's pronounced, which does heavily reduce the ground type attack that would come in on it. I've got other type options I can do. Like I can still lead Marshtomp to resist all of its moves and then go with like brine or something else. Now toxic debris, does that just anytime it takes damage? From physical moves. So it's not contact moves, it's physical moves. So if I hit it with a special move like brine, I wouldn't have to worry about the toxic debris. Got it. Well, that's cool. Okay. So we can go with a couple brines. Get rid of the Glimmet. For Houndour, if Houndour comes out, Houndour has HP Grass. I can definitely swap to Gyarados to resist the HP Grass. The Intimidate doesn't do anything, though. So for that Houndour... I don't have a lot of great things aside from Luis. And the problem with bringing Luis along is I want to be able to intimidate that Mightyena. Because that thing is a hell of a threat. It's a jolly nature, so it's plus speed, neutral attack. It has Strong Jaw with 3 biting attacks. Bite, Ice Fang, and Fire Fang, and then also Howl. Ooh. So for the previous guy, if we're using... I feel like I can drop Tranquil out. What's Tranquil speed? Is it at least 44? It's just 40. I have to go plus nature. I could maybe drop Tranquil out for Ryan. When does Ryan actually evolve? Tranquil. Level 16. And then Runaway does become Intimidate. So we'd be able to double Intimidate that thing. Not in this. In this, it evolves at level 16. Any reason to delay that Evo? Swagger at 19? No. Not really. Move be replaced with Roar. Maybe, but probably not. Useless due to all the changes, yeah. Yeah, we'll drop Odor Sleuth. We'll learn Roar. We'll evolve. Oh, excuse me. Ryan's got that dog in him. And the dog just got bigger. All right, let's see. Sucker Punch. That's pretty cool. Honestly, I don't have an interest in using Roar. That's not something that I think I'm going to be really using. I'm going to drop it. Poison Fang's pretty cool. I'm gonna drop Tackle for that. Iron Defense on Rochelle instead of Harden. No reason not to, right? Put 22 on you. I'm just gonna go up to cap. Ice Punch is pretty good. I do need to keep Mud Slap. Well, no, I was planning on brining through. Yeah, I was gonna brine through the Glimmet, so I can drop Mud Slap. I still have Bulldoze. Okay, Braxton's also getting Brine. Aqua Jet, Icy Wind, Icicle Crash. I'm keeping both. I'm keeping all three of those moves. I can probably drop Fury Swipes. I don't see a world where I use Fury Swipes. Grass Whistle? Isn't that... Yeah, it's just slightly worse Hypnosis. That's not worth it. And way worse Sleep Powder. Although I guess I can't... But no. I don't know, dude. Let's heal. Okay, I really wish I had gotten a good fairy type, but that's okay. For Ryan, I'm gonna go plus defense nature. I'm gonna go plus defense, minus special attack. We'll let that intimidate really kick in. And honestly, I'm gonna do the same on Luis. Not adamant, it's already adamant. All right. Yeah, Big Louie. Noodle Louie. Because he's a noodle. What are you? Are you... You're minus defense? Plus special defense doesn't do anything for me. I think honestly, Let me see. .37 and 48 are the speeds of Miguel's leads. So let's take a quick peek here. If we do 48 times that, it's down to 32. If I go to plus speed nature, does that make the difference that I need? It's like plus speed minus defense. Or maybe minus attack, because I'm just using him for Icy Wind, so I can plus speed minus attack. Go timid. Does that make enough of a difference so that Braxton can outspeed? No. No, it does not. That's right, I do need to do that. What about the 37? Does that at least go down low enough? No shot. It doesn't, right? Yeah. So the plus speed nature would at least let me outspeed the Thwacky. Alright. Alright. You know what? That's fine. I'm cool with that. We'll go that route. So this would be the lead. I'm gonna draw a Wattrel after I finish putting Oran berries down. All right, now we just have to get to the end of Rock Tunnel or not Rock Tunnel, Mount Moon. Okay, let's draw a Wattrel. I have to remember from last night. Also, I have to use regular paint because Paint 3D doesn't exist anymore. Oh my gosh, you're here. All right, here we go. Paint. All right, and... We just fought this thing last night. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember what it looks like. Ah. Well, hey, that's totally fine. Okay, so let's start with basic bird shape. Okay. We have basic bird shape. Oh boy. I feel like it's got something like that. And if I do fill, ho ha ha. Where the hell is the cursor? It's got like a yellow head, like crest thing going on. Is an aardvark or a chicken? Yeah, clearly this is an aardvark. Clearly. My favorite thing about aardvarks is the fact that they have, like, on their neck a beak. That's my favorite thing that I learned from the National Geographic. You gotta watch out for those. I mean, you'd think the long tongue is what you gotta watch out for, but nuh-uh-uh. You've gotta watch out for the neck beaks. That's what'll get you. Whoa, that's not what I wanted. I was trying to scroll. Okay. I don't know what I was going for with this shape. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm just gonna... let's just get rid of that. Well, yeah, but to what end? I'm trying to think, 'cause it's got like a crest. Does the crest go forward? Or backwards? I just fought this thing last night. I was staring more at the numbers than the picture. Shit, or does it just go straight up? Just less than 5 minutes ago and you forget? No. I think it's actually just like that. Like one of them's... And then what I'm gonna do... do that. Can I make that thinner, please? There's not just a thinner option. I have to change the style of the brush. There's gotta be. Oh yeah, probably this. Yeah, okay, it's a slider. It just makes it look worse. Alrighty. That looks so dumb. Look at this fucking thing. You ever seen a bird with an underbite before? Yeah, we're going with that. Fuck it. I keep trying to do a middle click scroll because that's how you did it in Paint 3D, but I have to. It's dumb. I don't like this. Microsoft getting rid of Paint 3D so that they can save space for all their garbage bloatware. Anyway, sorry. Let's get rid of bird shape. It's bothering me. Okay. All right. So we got this dumbass looking thing. I hate it. I'm not going to be able to make it better. It's coming right back. I don't think you guys have any idea of how absolutely lost I am on this design. I don't know. It probably has that going on, and then the easy part, our legs. I think the body was like a gray. And then I'm just gonna do a fill to just... Oh, Christ. Are you more or less lost than Dustmane Necrozma? Ever so lightly less, but it's not much. I've really only looked at this bird when prepping the Falconer fight, and even then I was mainly looking at the numbers. This is as good as I'm gonna do. I firmly believe that in my heart of hearts. So I'm gonna call this Watch Roll. What is Watchroll's national dex number? 940. Yeah, this is by far the best I'm going to be able to do, friends. Really? Even the text is going to just come out blurry? I hate paint. Why does it look like that? Whatever. This is Wattrel. It's the best I could do. And we're going to take a look at it and find out how much I should hate it. The answer is probably a lot. Bada boom. Let's Google this thing. Watch me look it up and find out that I'm actually really close. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, I need this. Ugh. Why? Boy, howdy. All right, Wattrel. Completely wrong. I'm not even a little bit close. I got exactly one detail correct. And I didn't even get it that correct. Open image in a new tab. Drag that shit over. Pulled out the wrong tab. That's the one I wanted. There is no crest. It's a crestless bird. The only thing that I got correct was remembering that the main bulk of its body was gray. Nothing else was correct about this drawing. And you know what? That's fine. I'm not upset about it. I am exactly as ambivalent about it the entire time I was drawing it. I had no idea what I was drawing. I don't know Gen 9 Pokemon. I'm guessing the entirety of the time. Ta-da! Why? Why would you do that? Reminds you of Tux the Penguin? I don't know who that is. Anyways, that's that. We tried our best. Whee! Dance for my amusement. Hey, I'm glad you guys are getting enjoyment out of it. This has really come to the, like, the point of Drag doesn't know shit for Gen 8 and 9. And that's absolutely the truth. I barely know Gen 7, guys. We remember Duskbane Necrozma. Alright. What items are available in Mount Moon? Quite a lot, to be honest. There is a muscle band from a guy in the top right corner near the rocks. That's cool. It's good to know. There's a moonstone. Scope lens is available after Rock Smash. Low sweep is available. That's pretty huge. Okay, well, let's carefully traverse. I want to just avoid trainers as much as possible. Gen 8 honestly had a lot of fantastic mon designs. I just never played it. Same with Gen 9. I never played them at all. Dream Roaring Thunder, or whatever the giraffe Raikou was. I think I could actually do Roaring Thunder, or yeah, Raging Bolt. I think I could do that one at least 4 out of 10. So this guy gives me a muscle band. So that's going to give you a slight boost to physical moves. We love to see it. We watch out for you. So that one's off the table. No. I don't know what you have. Do I have anyone on this team that can learn low sweep? I don't know. Yeah, it's tall Raikou with swirly cloud. Walking Wake, that's the Suicune Velociraptor, right? It's a little wackier, yeah. Okay, I got an item. Found a revive. Okay, so that's low sweep. Right there. Oh, you do turn. Ah, biscuits and gravy. All right, I gotta fight him. Should be fine though, right? Yeah, we're pretty heavily leveled here, so we're fine. This is a pure grass type, huh? Well, just on the off chance shit doesn't work out, I'm gonna go to Ross. Hit with a sludge. Being very careful. I don't encounter any trainers that I don't absolutely have to. Okay, you are going to be a required fight. I think I'm fine leading what I am right now. Steam hams is one of those things that I think is never going to get old for me. And a Zubat. I'm going to Rock Tomb ya, because I can. Like, Steam ham was one of those things that the internet took and ran with in the best possible way. Alright, low sweep acquired. You can learn Rock Tomb, huh? That's cool. No one on my team can learn low sweep. Unfortunate, because a good fighting type move would be pretty solid. Soviet era animation? Ooh, maybe. I don't know if I have or not, actually. Yeah, I don't think I have anything that can learn low sweep. Okay, it is time for Super Nerd Miguel. Soviet Treasure Island cartoon? I have not seen that. Okay, so we've got Steven and Braxton in the lead here to go up against Super Nerd Miguel. Miguel is leading with a Thwacky and a Voltorb. Hopefully both of them see kills into Steven because Steven is both water and grass. And so Steven can swap out into Ross. Braxton can go with an Icy Wing. Ross and Braxton can then work together to get the kills necessary to knock that out. Might even get a double KO, which would be pretty cool. And then we have Bibarel and Sableye with the Grassy Seed, Citrus Berry. For Bibarel, I can swap somebody out into Luis. Probably Braxton, because Braxton's going to be weak to that that Rock Smash that Bibarel's carrying. So I'll swap Braxton out for Luis to get the -2 attack on Bibarel and the -1 attack on Sableye, which isn't that big of a deal. And we'll figure out how shit goes at that point. And hopefully this works. Because I don't actually know if this is going to work or not. Okay, Grassy Surge. It's whatever. Okay, we'll swap Steven out for Ross. And then you will Icy Wind. Here's hoping they use... Oh no, fake out on Braxton, no! Oh, that's awful. Oh, I hate that. That was the one thing I didn't want to have happen on turn 1. All right, in that case, we're just gonna have to hope that Voltorb doesn't explode here, because I don't have a good option. Okay, Bibarel comes in. Sludge is going to hit the Bibarel, and then Icy Wind is going to hit them both, so Bibarel is going to be -2 for speed. Okay. I think we can Mega Drain. I like the idea of sludging the Thwacky and then switching Braxton out for that. Just keep the Bibarel in and let it get that -2 attack from Intimidate. So we'll sludge you, swap you out for Gyarados. That way, if Thwacky goes first, it's still got that minus attack. And it does not, because of the minus speed from Icy Wind. Okay, Bibarel right now is trying to fix its attack stat. The defense boosting doesn't really matter because I can just Mega Drain it at any time. Voltorb is in right now. I'm gonna sludge the Voltorb. Voltorb probably also sees Shockwave kill on Luis. Or at least sees it as a high damaging option. It sure as heck would not Magical Leaf. I have no worries about that. I am going to switch into Steven to ignore the Shockwave. Oh, that crit. Ew. Nailed it. Shockwave immune. Oh, it doesn't kill. Oh, no. Oh, Focus Sash. Oh my god, but poisoned? I think that's still... I think poison deals more than grassy terrain heals? Question mark? Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Ross. What a winner. And then we have Sableye. Sableye is going to be kind of annoying because of Will-O-Wisp, Recover, Protect, and Foul Play. Let's try to get some specially offensive damage down on this Sableye. Let's see. Sableye has a careful nature. So is Bibarel. I think that's plus special defense minus special attack. Alternatively, Ross... Ross was doing what? Mega Drain? Yeah, Mega Drain on Sableye. And then I'm gonna swap back out for Luis. I just want to keep that Bibarel useless. Okay, the Will-O-Wisp on Luis is really annoying. I will be able to heal after this battle. I don't plan on actually attacking with Luis. Great healing for Ross, keeping Ross nice and healthy. And then I can swap out to Mightyena right now. To do another Intimidate. And just keep Mega Draining the Sableye to keep Ross really healthy. Terrain return to normal. Okay. Totally fine. We'll Mega Drain the Sableye. We're gonna double focus the Sableye right now. Howl raises the attack of both allies. That's super interesting. I didn't know that. I'm gonna go for Bite, I think. Good, decent neutral hit onto Sableye. It might Will-O-Wisp, though. I'm kind of a fan of just swapping out again. Especially swapping into the thing that's already burned. Just keeping that Bibarel completely useless. It should be at -6 by now. Whoa! My god, that crit. Huge crit. Yikes. Okay, I think we can go Steven. Between Ross and Steven, they can finish this out. So there's the recover. It's got Prankster, so that was always going to happen before I could attack. Yeah, I think just double focus the Sableye. Will-O-Wisp doesn't mean anything because I'm going to be using Brine anyways, which is especially offensive. Aqua Jet is not going to do anything because B-Barrel's attack stat no longer exists. Cool. And then Ross is going to finish the job right now with Mega Drain. All right, easy peasy. Another riskless fight. Okay. But now we have to figure out which fossil we want. Helix is the Antichrist, pick Dome. Oh, man. Also, I'm curious. Okay, yeah, so the Mount Moon, it just offers Ammonite or Kabuto. No change in stats for Ammonite or Amistar. Can have Swift Swim or Shell Armor. Shell Armor, of course, is really good. And then for Kabuto, either Weak Armor or Battle Armor. Battle Armor, obviously, way better than Weak Armor. Oh, but when it evolves at level 34, Weak Armor becomes Sharpness, which boosts slashing moves by 50%, and Shell Armor, or Battle Armor, sorry, Battle Armor. Oh, wait, no. Oh, when it evolves, either ability just becomes Sharpness, boosting slashing moves by 50%. So I think Kabutops is just really good. And it's level 34, which is in time for the third gym, which is Lieutenant Surge, so not huge. Not huge there. But yeah, I think it's Dome time. Okay, now let's heal. I also like Kabutops, and Kabutops having the Sharpness ability is pretty good. Okay, so now we gotta prep. Oh, shoot. Now we gotta prep for Archer. Ew. You just hate the Lord Helix meme? I'm pretty ambivalent towards it at this point. Like, I was never super invested in Twitch Plays Pokemon in general, aside from the fact that it's a really cool concept and it's really awesome how far they've gotten. But for most of the memes, it's just like, eh. You know, I just didn't really get super I had no reason to be really invested. At the height, it was funny, and I followed that nonsense. But now, just meh. And yeah, Kabutops is a cool Pokemon. Kabutops, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what you guys want to do to pronounce that. But we got Archer, and I think the plan was lead Steven, brine that shit to death. And not deal with the toxic debris or the Shuka Berry. And then we have Houndour and Mightyena. If I have Steven out, I don't know, it could go either way. Let's see. Yeah, so Houndour definitely outspeeds Steven. And that's a problem because HP Grass exists. I would just switch to Ross at that point. Because that'll be a 4 times resist. And then it has Incinerate. Yes, Aqua Cutter is a thing. I wish Luis had a water type move. Yeah, I've called it Lewis a couple times, sometimes Luis. Louis like once. I will say, I think for this fight, the one Pokemon I'm not going to be using at any point is Braxton. So I have an idea, and my idea is to leave and swap Braxton out for Tranquil. Because Tranquil will resist the HP Grass, and I feel like should outspeed and be able to kill with Slash. Common Braxton L, not even close. Braxton was essential to my success in that last fight. Braxton was a killer of speed stats. But yeah, let's skedoodle out of here. Just be careful to avoid trainers. I don't feel like fighting them. I already fought you because you looked at me. I always think there's an item in here, but there's not. It just looks like a place that Game Freak would hide an item. All the way to the wall, he won't see you. Go above the sign, and we're out. Easy and free. Alright, so let's swap Braxton out for Tranquil. Yeah, if Mightyena wasn't so fast, Beedrill would be good. Alright, let's see. How fast are you, Franklin? Cool, you do outspeed. You do outspeed the Houndour. You have a huge attack stat. You've got Slash for that stab 70 power with high crit ratio, which could come in handy. and I can give you the muscle band to boost just a little bit more, just to be damn sure that that kills. And then from there, I've got plus defense on Lewis and Ryan to just intimidate that Mightyena into the ground and then kill it somehow. Steven will probably have an okay time against it. Yeah, I'm gonna beat Archer and then probably call it to give me some time to work on D&D prep before I pass out. Going with Muscle Band on Tranquil on Franklin is also good because if I get hit by an Incinerate, it won't burn my berry. I'm gonna keep that attack boost, but I don't think there's a world where I don't just one-shot that dog. The little dog. The big dog's more of a problem. Mightyena could be scary. One crit and everything could fall apart. I already fought you. Hypothetical, what would I do if I went to peel a banana and when you peeled it, the banana meat was in the shape of my face? I would probably immediately just and like throw the banana to just like, you know, not like throw, but just like when you release it with a force that moves that like you're pushing your hand away from you. So like just like jutting it away from me. I would be incredibly uncomfortable if it was in the shape of my face. Now, and of course, I'm assuming that when you say shape of my face, like it is unquestionably my face that I'm looking at. Also, here's a moonstone. Like it's not like a Jesus toast situation. Or, you know, this French fry kind of looks like a dinosaur. Haha. It's this banana has the shape of my face in it. So I would probably just not eat it. I definitely wouldn't eat it. I think I'd be very uncomfortable. Yeah, if it looks exactly like my face, I would not eat it. I would probably take a picture of it and share it to some of my friends. I don't know, man. That would skeeve me the heck out. Okay, we are leveled to cap. I think we are as set as we're gonna get. And we're gonna hope that we don't wipe. Because that Mightyena is scary. We're also gonna hope that we can double intimidate that thing enough to make it manageable. Teach you a valuable lesson. Ugh, yikes. So we use Brine because it's a special move which does not put out the toxic debris. Ooh, not quite enough to kill. It's got 35 speed. So I don't want Steven taking so much damage, so that's gonna outspeed me again. The reason it's using Mud Shot is because both Ancient Power and Venoshock are resisted because of my ground typing. So I think it's actually safe for me to just go to Franklin right now. No, because then we're going to be getting the toxic debris out, and I don't want to deal with that. That was the whole reason that I did this nonsense. I feel like Ross is a safe switch in. It's got a hell of a lot of special defense. I'm not super worried about its other moves. The double switch. Mighty Enna comes out. It could go Ice Fang or Fire Fang, and I don't like either of those. I think between the two, Ice Fang and Fire Fang are both neutral on Ryan. Fire Fang is at least resisted by Luis. So let's go with that. When you drop it on the floor, the split banana meat also looks like your face. Yeah, I'm just assuming that I'm got some kind of nasty curse on me now. So now we go to Ryan, because it's going to go for Bite or Howl. Bite's resisted here. Right? Dark resists Dark. I actually don't remember offhand if that's the case. But there's the Howl. So it's neutral. -1. 0. Can you guys do me a favor and help me keep track of how many howls it's used? Because I might just PP stall howls. It's been 2 so far. I'm just double checking how much PP it has. 40? Oh god, we could be here a while. So we shift to Ryan again. We're at -1 again. We're at neutral, that's the third howl. I guess I don't have to keep track of the pluses and minuses. Is this just what it's gonna be right now? Dude, if I could poison it right now. It's at +1 attack. 6 howls. Oh, no poison. And it is resisted. Okay, it really wants to boost right now. I really wanted to poison. But now it's getting really scary because it's getting a lot of attack. Come on. Beautiful. Beautiful. It is less incentivized to set up because of the fact that its attack has been lowered. Ooh. Wait, what the hell is frostbite? Oh, it's not frozen solid? Hold on. What's frostbite? It's like burn, but for special attack. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, look at you. Root beer also burn for special attack. Okay. So we're gonna intimidate it again. That does nothing. It's gonna waste a turn on Howl. Still no goddamn burn, but I can Sucker Punch if he goes for an attacking move. Sucker Punch absolutely kills at this HP. Let's go. Holy cow, that was incredible. That's probably the best that could have possibly turned out. Okay, so now we've got Houndour is gonna go for Incinerate this turn. It's the highest damaging move. There's the Incinerate. It's going to burn the berry, but that's not a problem. It's going to go for HP Grass now. So I switch to Franklin to resist the HP Grass. And now I kill it with Slash. Fuck yeah. Oh, that was so good. Another riskless fight. Oh, that's right. You're still here. I forgot. I forgot he was here. I outspeed and kill with Slash. It has like 1 hit point left. Hell yeah. Level cap increase to 27. Let's go. Antidote. And we're out of here. Fantastic. How cool is that? We did it. Heck yeah. Wow. That plan worked out way better than I thought it would. Because I know a little bit about trainer AI in a lot of games where if it's high HP and it has a setup move, it's going to be incentivized to use it. That was especially prevalent in Gen 5. There are no deaths in Drax stream. So keeping my Diana pretty high health made sure that it was just going to use Howl forever. And with Ryan having Poison Fang, so shoutouts to Ryan, having Poison Fang, dealt a solid amount of damage. No poison, which is fine, but it dealt a good amount of damage to be able to get the Mightyena low enough to where it started attacking. And it was de-incentivized from using setup, so I could now go into that intimidate strategy. And then when I was ready, I could just kill it. And it was great. Okay, Lancer. But that was cool, that was fun, that was great, and also neat. I'm gonna save the game, and that's where I'm gonna call it for tonight. A little earlier than usual, but there's some things I want to get down my D&D game before I get too tired. I will be back on Monday to continue Radical Red. This is going well so far. We'll see how it goes. Next up, we've got a rival battle. In Cerulean City, we got a rival battle there. And that's gonna be a fight. I'm looking at it, and it's gonna be a fight. But we'll see how it goes. We'll check out our options, and we'll cook. You guys are great. You guys are cool. Have a wonderful night. Let's see if there's anybody to raid over to. There might actually be, because I'm not shutting off stream at like midnight again. Let's see. Here we go. Dim Frenemies right now is doing some Halo Reach. Whether you're interested in Halo Reach or not, Dim is super cool. They're a great streamer with a wonderful community, so go hang out with them, go have some fun. And I'm gonna go to sleep after I prep some D&D stuff. Thanks for being here. All right, you guys have a great night, everybody. I'll talk to you later. See you on Monday. Goodbye.